Oi and welcome back to Picking Up Gaming, you amazing bunch of humans, puppets and monsters. And this week's spooky video, I'm going to be reviewing the game Lies of P. Now, does it tell the truth and be amazing and incredible, or is it lying to us and it's just another average, boring Souls-like game? Let's find out together, shall we? So, some basic facts. Lies of P is an action Souls-like role-playing game developed by NeoWiz Games and Rodate Studio, and also published by NeoWiz Games. And the Lies of P is available on pretty much all consoles, so whatever console you have, you're likely to find it, so it's good for everyone. And the story is loosely based on the adventures of Pinocchio by the author Carlo Collodi. Apologies if I got that wrong, but you know, everyone pretty much knows Pinocchio, or has some idea of Pinocchio, because it's quite widely known around the world, from obviously Disney to the novels to literature to television shows. So everyone knows Pinocchio, and even with that being said, this loosely based on the idea of the stories of the adventures of Pinocchio. So we're all even footing going into this game. Now it's time for the story. So as your character wakes up in this train station, having no idea how he got there, what's gone on and what has happened, you gradually start to explore said train station, and everything is not right. And as you go up to the open world, you start to see things have gone terribly wrong. There's monsters above the plates, puppets have been turned mad, there's all sorts of creepy crawlies and crazy creatures. And it's up to you as the character of P to find out what has gone wrong. And as you explore the city, you gain more information, you see the storyline, you meet more characters who explain what is going on. You've got your little Jiminy Cricket by your side, who also helps you out, as well as loads of other NPCs. So story-wise, it's quite interesting. It's very unique in the fact that it has a good story to it, compared to most Souls-like. I suppose most Souls-likes do have good stories, but for me, this one kind of stands out as one of the best. It's quite engaging from start to finish, and it's also got different endings, so there's multiple playthroughs to go through. So, all in all, good for the story. I won't spoil so much because you've probably should experience it yourself, but I personally really did enjoy the story, so I think you might as well. So in terms of gameplay, it's fairly straightforward as being a Souls-like game. You got your light and heavy attacks, you've got your blocks, and you've got your left arm, which is a Legion arm, which you can change to different attachments, like explosives, arrow, bullets, or even a grappling hook. So in terms of that, there's a lot of in-depth thing compared to most Souls-like, I suppose, or a few Souls-like, where there's different weapons, there's different arts to manage, you can change different handles to different attachments, so it has a lot of different ways to play the game, different styles to play the game, so that's quite enjoyable, especially obviously with your arm as well, being able to change that around, and having quite an in-depth upgrade system in terms of what goes into your heart. So you get extra vials, you get extra amulet holders or stuff like that. So it's quite interesting, it's quite in-depth. So gameplay wise, it's quite fun, but it's like I said, it's a straightforward Souls-like game in the sense of you defeat enemies, you get a certain amount of go, which you can use to buy certain items from merchants or travellers around the place, and obviously to improve your character from these stargazers, which are shrines, bonfires, etc, etc, to level up your character so you can defeat all the big bad nasty bosses and nasty puppets across Krat. So for controls, sounds and visuals, sounds is absolutely amazing. I do love the fact that you can collect records and go back to your safe hub, your safe world plate, and you can play the records and have really good songs. So I do urge you, once you've collected all the records, to go back and listen to them, because they're very fun, old-timey kind of style, which I really did love. As well as that, voice acting, the open world, sound effects, the ambience, all are really good, really engaging, help you keep in the mood. The boss fights are epic and very engaging and very fun to do. So sound-wise, it's fantastic. Control-wise, same again. Like most Souls games, it is, you have to get used to the defending, the blocking and attacks, the attacking yourself, stamina management. It's quite fun. Sometimes it can be frustrating. I think some of the bosses do tend to have a bit of a weird lock-on where they can target you where you go, even if you do dodge a perfect dodge. So that can be frustrating, but that's a small gripe. I think after a while you get used to it. And control-wise, it's very straightforward. It's easy to manage. You get used to it over the time, and once you've done it, you won't even notice any differences or any challenges at all. And visually as well, graphics, it is stunning, it looks amazing, it runs really smoothly. I did notice a few glitches now and again, but other than that, it's pretty smooth, it's quite fun, even in hectic moments. Now I know shouldn't be fair to compare the games, but I do see a lot of similarities to Bloodborne. There's a lot of homage played to Bloodborne, and for me personally, Bloodborne is one of my favourite From Software games, so for me this is kind of a semi-sequel to Bloodborne, so I know I shouldn't compare the two, but you do see it a lot for this game. But not to say that it's not its own game, it's fun, it is great, it has interesting features that set it apart and make its own unique experience. So final thoughts and my final score on the game. Now, like I said, I really did enjoy this game. It's been fun and a great experience, and although I said before I shouldn't, I do kind of draw similarities to the Bloodborne game. Now, it's definitely its own game with its own unique features, like being able to tell the lie and tell the truth and having that affect certain outcomes and certain conversations. As well as that, you do have different branching stories that maybe cut off from certain playthroughs if you make certain choices. So there's definitely a lot of replayability factor in this game. Like I said, style-wise, it's what I wanted from this game. It is beautiful, it is gothic, it is scary at times, it's fun at times, it's hectic, it's got a lot of interesting boss fights, interesting designs, interesting monsters, and interesting fights, which is what you want from a Souls-like game. So for me, Lies of P gets a high 8.5 out of 10. I really did enjoy my time in this game, and it really kind of scratched that itch and wanted the Bloodborne 2. So From Software, get your act together and give the fans what they want. But Lies of P is definitely worth your time. It's definitely a fun game. It's definitely worth trying out. I think in terms of being difficult, there's a few bosses that might have stumbled me once or twice, but in terms of maybe being your first Souls-like game, it's definitely one you should try. It's on the easier end, I suppose, of the games. Has its challenges, but it's nowhere near as what I've struggled with Sekiro or other single games that do that. So give it a try if it's your first game. Honestly, I think you will enjoy it, and I think you will love the art style, the direction, how the game plays, how the story pans out, how it feels. It's one of the more interesting games, I suppose, in terms of the Souls-like experience. It has a unique taste to it, a unique feel to it, unique design. We're paying, like I said, homage to Bloodborne and those kind of games, but definitely worth trying out. Like I said, 8.5 out of 10. Give it a go and pick it up. So anyway, you guys and girls, puppets, masters, creations, all you beautiful humans and you beautiful souls across the world, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. If you ever need to reach out and speak to me, I'm more than happy to listen. I think that sometimes we do need someone to help us out and lift us up in this crazy, crazy time. But anyway, guys and girls, humans across the world, I'll see you soon. Stay safe, stay strong. See ya!